सबको नमस्ते। तो आज कबीर जी के शब्दों पे खुद फिर से विचार करेंगे। कबीर जी कह रहे हैं, मोह सलिल की धार में बह गए गंभीर, सूक्ष्म मछली सुरती है, चढ़ती उल्टा नीर। तो कबीर दो तीन यहाँ पे शब्दों का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं। वी विल डिस्कस द मीनिंग ऑफ दोज वर्ड्स इन टूडेज इंटरप्रिटेशन, विल टच अपॉन इट। मोह, when we get attached to something, and it's not, attachment and detachment are all a part of life. The thing is that when we become identified with something, for example, I may be going through an experience that may be an experience of guilt, right? Or that may be an experience of hate. Now when I am attached to that experience, then that experience begins to define me. In the sense, I begin to feel a lowly creature. Oh my God, I am having these experiences of guilt or hate or shame, whatever, right? So that becomes my identity. Now going through that experience is not a big deal. We all go through that. The big deal comes, the trouble comes for us when we identify too much with that experience, when we get sticky to that experience, when I get attached to that experience, that yes, it's an experience, maybe a challengeful experience, but that becomes my identity, that begins to define who I am, I begin to feel a lack of worth when I'm going through an experience of guilt. And that's when the catch comes, because the moment I become limited owing to the experience I am going through, if it begins to define me, then I kind of, it's kind of a torture on us, because who we are is limitless, endless beings, and we can go through all experiences in life. There is nothing wrong with any such experience. Wrongness comes in my being when I begin to allow that experience to define me. So if I am going through a phase of hate, if I am going through anger, I see that I also feel a lack of worth, that oh my God, I have been on this spiritual path for 20 years, 30 years, and still I am having these bouts of anger, hate is there, jealousy is there. So when it begins to define me, when I begins to attach my definition to it, attach my identity to it, attach who am I to the definition of the experience that I am going through, then it becomes sticky in nature. Then it brings me down. When it is bringing me down, in my head, in the mental images, and images going on that I must not be having this experience of hate because it doesn't suit me, or if I am experiencing hate, it means I am something a very lowly creature and I am unworthy, and so we begin to have images about ourselves, our worth, based on the experience I am going through. That is the catch. So I am caught unaware, as if that experience begins to define me. I may have gone through a rough patch in life. I may go through grief in life. I may go through a bad relationship in life. I may go through really depressive patch in life. We all go through these phases. Going through jealousy, going through hate, going through envy, pride. And if these movements or waves of envy, pride, hate, jealousy, they begin to define who I am, I begin to attach myself too much to these images of myself, then this is what is referred to as moh. Attaching myself to any experience that I am going through. Now it doesn't mean that I have to become numb and I don't have to go through experiences at all. It doesn't mean like that. It means that when I remember, Kabir talks, Sukshma machali surati hai. Surati is awareness. Now the moment I step back, the moment I see that yes, I am that vast space and all these experiences are something I can go through because they don't define me. They're just passing phases in my life and I have to taste each one of them. That's why they are there. Otherwise, why will they be there at all? So the moment I step back in awareness that yes, I am going through hate now. Hate is emerging in the being. Anger is emerging in the being. Now that doesn't mean that I go through the violent impulsion of anger, and that is what it means by awareness. In fact, that is when I am caught unaware, when I am swayed by anger, and although even that is allowed in existence. Only that way I learn through my experiences that how is it when the impulsion of anger comes and I am swayed, and how is it when the movement of anger is arising and I am aware that it is arising and I don't do anything about it. A movement of hate is arising in the being and I become aware of that emergence of the hate, and I don't do anything about it. A movement of loneliness, a feeling of loneliness, a feeling of yearning, a longing for someone arises in the being, and I let it be. Because I am far, far, far more than the longing. I am far more than the hate. I am far more than the movement of anger or anything else. So the moment I step back in awareness and see that yes, all these are my movements, yet I am undefinable. I'm not defined by these movements. Or even when I am plunging myself into darkness, I'm going through really dark, rough patches in life. They don't define me as an individual. Who I am on the body level, it seems like I am a limited body, but I am a limitless being in a limited body. So the moment I become aware, सूक्ष्म मछली सुरती है, चलती उल्टा नीर. So the सीधा नीर, बहना is when the violent impulsion comes and I am swayed unaware in any impulsion or movement of life. That is one. Now when I am becoming aware of my movements, I take a step back. I am as if I am traversing reverse in the direction of life. Right? Although this is also a direction of life only, there is nothing against life. So I am stepping back in my being and looking at that impulsion of hate, anger, jealousy, envy, whatever is coming from a distance. Seeing that I can go through all these movements, I can be a witness to all these movements, and still, whether I plunge deep down in those experiences or whether I am able to be aware in some phases of my life, the experiences do not define me. I am undefinable. So anytime I can see that I am untouched by those experiences. At times I am deeply touched, and that is also okay. And yet at times when I am in full awareness, I see that moment passed and I am still unbroken. I've been through the shattering and I am still unshattered. I am here. I am alive. I am kicking. So the moment we step back into awareness that we see that there is nothing that can define us. No experience is so-called ugly in nature. Then I can go through all experiences. And these are the tastes for which we are here. We are here for tasting. That's why the origin of all these experiences. How would I taste if I will not be able to see them for what they are? And it's beautiful to taste the emergence of envy. It's beautiful to taste the emergence of hate and anger and pride and vanity and lust and greed. There is nothing wrong in these movements. Yet these movements are not who I am. These movements are happening in the space that I am. And that's why they don't define me. And that's why I can be at a distance from them and allow it either the plunge to happen or the awareness to happen. And learn. In the process, a lot of learning is happening, whether we fall deeply in the plunge or whether we are able to be aware. Both are process of learning. So not to shy away from any experience of life. Not to put it as a label on myself that yes, I have been on this path for 30 years, I am not allowed to go through these experiences. Why not? Owning ourselves in our fullness, our wholeness, and then begins to unravel the beauty of life. So again, this is just touching upon one aspect of these two lines. Not to say that there is not much to it. There is always more and more to each and every line that we read or reflect upon. And yes, thank you for listening.